So greetings, students. So welcome to CIVILNEST Academy. So in the Transcending Prelims module, we are landing to the next standard, that is 7th NCERT Geography. Okay. So it is titled as the Our Environment. Okay. So and it is geography and environment will go hand in hand, and geography from environment generally. Okay. So for the environment, okay, so for the environment topic of the UPSC, and this will be the very basic for, okay, so this will be the very basic material for the environment. Okay, right. So majority of the world organizations like UNICEF and whatever it is, UN based organizations are working upon the majorly 70% of the work is related to the environment. Okay, so you must be knowing the very basics of environmental terminologies, and you will be exposed to the new terminologies in the environment, and that too in a scientific basis. So your task when you are extracting the current affairs from the newspaper, the environment part play a major role. Okay, right. So getting into the topic. Okay, right. Yes, we have 9 chapters here. First, environment. Second, inside our earth. Third, change our. Okay. So third, our changing earth. Fourth, air, and chapter 5, water. And chapter 6, natural vegetation and wildlife. Chapter 7, human environment settlement, transportation and communication. Chapter 8, human environment interactions, the tropical and the subtropical region. Then chapter 9, life in the deserts. Okay, so all these things we are to handle in the transcending prelims. Okay, so this is to make you to, this is to sensitize you how to look at the environment. Okay, right, 1 minute. Okay, see, the word environment derived from the foreign language. So environment ecology may looks simple and may looks same, but both are different. Okay, there is a minute difference, and those differences and the nouns and definitions you can find it in the environment chapter. Okay, so let us go one by one. Let us navigate. Environment is the basic life support system. It provides air we breathe, and all these are box information that is meant for the 7th standard. Okay, yes. So here, see, they have taken the cartoon. The NCERT has taken the cartoon characters to explain something. So they have included all the religions, all the major religions, the name. Okay, so that the 6th or 7th standard children will have the brotherhood and develop the brotherhood over the others, the fellow students. Okay, right, let it be. Okay, so let's navigate. Okay, so you may here already we have studied in the 6th standard what is atmosphere, hydrosphere, lithosphere and all, and here they have given the components of the environment. Okay, so natural and human made. Okay, so everything comes in under the environment. These are all the components of environment. Okay, this will be having the remote chance to get asked in the UPSC. Okay, but you need to know while you are writing, writing. Okay, so mains exam, that you will be using all these things. Okay, and that too in the human geography you will be knowing. Okay, right, let it be. So biotic, the world of living organisms, plant and animals. Okay, the biotic includes the world of living organism. It includes the bacteria, virus also, not confined only with the plant or animal. Okay, remember, plant and animals, both plant and animal are having the single cellular organism. Plant is also with the single cell, and animal is also with the single cell. Okay, remember, don't think that the animal we can see is the only animal. Even the bacteria and virus okay, that are capable of moving can be categorized as the animal. Okay, so based on every researchers, every botanist, every biologist, every zoologist, okay, based on that they will be categorizing. Okay, so generally yes, the multicellular organism, but we are all the multicellular organism. Okay, so we may think, and genetically we think that only what we are seeing the sceneries through our eyes can be registered in the brain, but it is not so. But even our single cells, even our skin cells also working. Okay, it is also getting the environmental input and constantly been embedded into the genetic coding. Okay, and your next generation will experience that. Okay, right, let it be. So abiotic means the world of non-living elements, that is land, air and all, water. Okay, right. So both the biotic and abiotic are coexisting in the environment. Okay, right. Come. The word origin, environment, French word environner, environner meaning neighborhood. So remember, environment, I mean, the word origin been jumped from Latin, then to Greek and then to French, because majority of the European languages are originated from the either from Latin or Greek or from the hybrid of both. Okay, so French, German, okay, Italian looks the same, like Tamil and Malayalam, like Hindi, Bengali and Marathi and all, okay, Punjabi and all, okay. So there is a slight changes, okay, right. So environment is a French word, environner, okay. So whenever you can have some idea regarding whenever it is ending with the ER, it may be, and 90% of the name belong to the French, Davernier, okay, the name of the scientist. So you can easily remember these things. Okay, right, let it be. So natural environment, then look at surroundings and all. So you, whenever you are introduced with the new word, you just to know the origin of the language, okay, for that word. Okay, right, let it be. So you know already what is lithosphere, okay, right. Lithosphere, atmosphere, hydrosphere, okay, and biosphere and all, right. The domain of water referred as the hydrosphere. Okay, it comprises various sources of water, different types of rivers, lakes, seas and oceans. Okay, remember, rivers, lakes, seas and oceans all forming the hydrosphere. Okay, right. Let it be. Atmosphere is nothing but the thin layer of air that surrounds the earth. The gravitational force of the earth hold the atmosphere around it. Because of the gravitational force, we are experiencing the atmosphere. Okay, if any planet or the celestial body does not have any gravitational pull on its own, it will not be holding the atmosphere anymore. Okay, so that is why the Mars is lacking the atmosphere somehow. Okay, it is having a minimal atmosphere, almost very thin. Okay, right. Right. Then ecosystem. Okay, the word ecosystem. The ecosystem formed by the interaction of all living organisms with each other and the physical and the chemical factors of the environment which they live, all linked by transfer of energy and the material. Okay, all linked by the transfer of energy and material. So this is the thing. Which of the following is transferred between these two? There may be the question, and the energy and the material that matters. Okay, and always remember the ecosystem. See, we already told. I mean, you already been informed regarding the environment in the previous page. So environment is the word derived from the French. Okay, so my question is either one is static, one is dynamic. I take one is static word, another one is dynamic word. So environment is static or dynamic, or ecosystem is a static or dynamic. I am just leaving the question to the aspirants. Which one is static or which one is dynamic? Ecosystem is by knowing the definition, you come to know something is static and something is dynamic. Environment is static and ecosystem is dynamic. So whenever the interaction happens between two elements, okay, and that involves the material transaction and the energy transaction, okay, we can say energy not transaction, it's a transfer. not transaction. Okay, I agree for the word. Okay, transfer means from one place to another place. Transaction means between two places. Okay, you are, for example, you are making the GPay transaction. He is giving the money. I mean, he is giving the material, and you are paying for the material. So two-way transaction. Transfer means from one place to another place. Okay, right. It's a one way. All right. Plant and animal kingdom together make the biosphere. That you know. Okay, right. So downpour. These are all very small pecuniary things. Okay, and already I mean June 5 of every year World Environment Day is celebrated. Okay, right. Remember, so whenever a day is celebrated, whether it is celebrated in a national manner or international way. Okay, so for example, the Teachers' Day be September 5, right, for India. But in for the entire world, it is September 8 will be the International Teachers' Day. So whenever a day is celebrated, just to come to know whether it is celebrated nationally or internationally, there may be a interchanging of playing of words may be involved. Okay, right, let it be. Then water system, you know, and all. Okay, so how to read this topic means, yes, know the very source of the language. You know the barter system. Barter system is exchange of goods. Okay, right. That's it. So here they have given some questions, but it will be very easier for you to understand. Okay, which is not the natural ecosystem, is aquarium. Okay, so which is a component of the human environment, which is not the component of human environment. Land, which is a human made environment. Road, which is threat to environment, growing population. Okay, right. Okay. So here, by reading all these things, okay, something is natural and something is artificial, right? Okay, right. Something is natural. Remember, so whenever an environment, okay, whenever you are looking at the environment, sometimes this was the tug of war between the geographers in 19th century. Okay, some geographers proposed the theory that everything is determined by the environment. Okay, and some geographers again proposed the ideology against them, that is it is everything is can be changed by the human being. So human being controls everything. So these are the two groups of environmentalists and geographists divided. Okay, so that became the tug of war, and the idea of determinism and possibilism came into being. Okay, so determinism means what? So everything is determined by the environment. That is determinism. Possibilism means human being, entirely the human being taking control of everything. So that is possibilism. Okay, and after the discussions are happening year by year, and the new geographers came into being with the new ideology, that is neo-determinism. Okay, that is Madhya Mark, which is a blend of both ideology. Okay, so only, I mean, it is nothing but like okay, so to some extent human being can take control of the environment. To some extent the environment will influence the humans. Okay, so this is what the ideology, that is neo-determinism, and the most acceptable ideology, what do you think? Neo-determinism. Okay, so we can modify in a certain way. Okay, environment is, for example, due to the hot weather, we are installing the AC and we are making our environment cooler. So this is possibilism. I mean, possibilism, complete possibilism. But we cannot grow for taller than actual heights. Okay, that is environment and genetic way, that we cannot do it. Okay, that is determinism. Okay, but by knowing this, at the age of some 18 or 19, if we just undertake the basketball or volleyball, and it is a possibility to grow 2 or 3 inches higher than. Okay, that is neo-determinism. Okay, right, let it be. Right. So That kind of ideologies you will be reading in future. Okay, just to come to know these are all the environmental components. Okay, right. So I am completing this lesson. Okay, lesson number 1. Okay, right.